Hi guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. I am doing a little bit of a different video for me today. As you see, I am a bit barefaced here. I wanted to share my upcoming Disney plans with you guys, but I figured I would do it while I got ready. I made myself a coffee, so do the same. If it is morning for you, grab a glass of wine. If it is evening for you, and let's get into it. I do have these little clips here that I will just sort of pull back my hair so we could get started here. So I have my little Stony Clover Lane vanity that I actually put all of my everyday makeup in. I'm gonna use the Charlotte's Beautiful Skin foundation, the Charlotte Tilbury one. I do really like this. I kind of switch my foundations a lot. Not a lot, but you know, you get into phases, and this is my Charlotte Tilbury era. It usually wears pretty well and it has kind of a nice finish. I'm gonna use the La Mer foundation brush. Okay, so let's actually get into the Disney trip plans. So I am actually going to Orlando for work. I will be there at the end of April. And so I decided to tack on a Disney trip, because when you go to Orlando, you go to Disney, right? It doesn't matter what you're there for. So I have to be down at the very end of April. Today is March 23rd. So it's exactly almost a month away. We'll be there at this work event for several days. And I'm staying at the Four Seasons, which I'm really excited about. I've never stayed at a Four Seasons before. And I know that it's a super nice hotel, very luxe. So that is my expectation, and I hope that it delivers. I'll definitely take you guys along with me for that and give you kind of a room tour and stuff. I am there for work, so I'm not working at the hotel, but I want to be conscious of that. But I will film as much as I can. Next step is the Tarte Double Duty Beauty. This is the Shape Tape concealer. I do really like this. I've used this for years. Just put a little bit under my eyes. So I, like I said, will be at the Four Seasons for several days. And then when I'm done with the work event, I am going to head to Art of Animation, which, to be honest with you, I've stayed at the Art of Animation before. This is a Hourglass. I don't actually know what it's called. It's Hourglass, like a concealer brush. I do actually really like this for under my eyes. I use it a lot for that. It's probably what it's meant for. I don't really know. We usually stay at the Pop Century Resort, and I like Pop Century a lot. Mostly, I just like staying on the Skyliner route. So we stay usually at Pop Century or at Caribbean Beach, really just because of that ease of access with the Skyliner. And I thought about staying elsewhere, because when I'm just using the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer, I just do this more for some kind of like redness, you know, spot treatment type of areas. When I looked to book this stay as part of my work trip, Art of Animation and Pop Century weren't available. So I was debating staying at the Port Orleans French Quarter, because I've heard a lot about it. I went back and forth because I was like, oh gosh, I just don't want to be having to take the bus everywhere. So I did sort of hold. I'm getting this again just to like make sure there's no lines under my eyes before I use this Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish setting powder. So I kind of went back and forth, and I thought, oh gosh, should I do it? Should I not? And I decided to wait. And the next day I came back, and then Art of Animation was available. So then I was like, done, staying at Art of Animation. So, you know, I don't know, the vibes of Art of Animation, I don't love as much. It seems, because of their color scheme, like it just feels like it's a cooler color scheme. So it just feels less warm, obviously, literally and figuratively. It just feels to me like Pop Century feels like a warmer environment versus Art of Animation. Let me know if you know at all what I'm talking about in the comments. I'd love to hear if I'm crazy or if you feel the same way, if you've ever stayed there. So I am using the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. This is one of those ones that smells like chocolate. I am very much at pan here, so it is time for me to get a new one. And good thing that I hear the Sephora spring sale is coming up, so I will do that then. And this is a La Mer powder brush that I use for my bronzer. So I'm a little bit extra with my bronzer. I use Chocolate Soleil from Too Faced, and then I also use Hourglass. I use like one of their ambient luminous bronze light ones as a sort of layering. So anyway, so I'm staying there. I will be there kind of for a long weekend. So I check in on a Thursday and I'm leaving Sunday evening at this point. I was kind of debating, I might look to take off Monday and actually stay through Sunday. I haven't decided that yet, but at this point in time, I have park hopper tickets for Friday and Saturday. So I figured I would do 2 parks in each of those days. This is Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow as my contour. So a little bit of a quick trip. I did actually sign up for the Disney dining plan, which I've never done before, because the other times that I've been, I put this on my eyelids too as like a kind of like an eyeshadow. The times that I would go to Disney before, like COVID and whatever, they didn't have the Disney dining plan. So I know this is a Makeup Forever pencil that I use in my waterline to kind of brighten your eyes. They have the Disney dining plan now, so I figured I would give it a try so I could tell you guys about it. And I did get the, sorry, it's hard to do this and talk at the same time. I did get the, I think we could take these out, the snack version. There's like the snack quick service version, not snack, it's the quick service version. And there's also the like the full service dining one. I figured I would do the quick service just because it's a quick trip. I don't need to really do sit down dining while I'm there. This is Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. So I figured that would be fine to just do that. And then if I wanted to go to a restaurant, I could do that. And actually, with that being said, I did make a reservation on Thursday, the night that I check in Disney Springs, because I want to go to Wine Bar George. I think that's what it's called, Wine Bar, yeah. So that's kind of like the one like reservation that I've made at this point. And then I just figured go by the seat of my pants. And part of the fun of this trip is I had done a bucket list video for 2024. So if you haven't checked that out, I will link that as well. But I'd love to do like check some of those things off my list. This is another Makeup Forever eyeshadow or eyeliner pencil that I just kind of quickly put on here. And of last but not least, I use the Lash Paradise mascara. So that is sort of the extent of my plans at this point. I definitely will do lots of filming while I'm there. I'd love to do some, room tours and walk around Art of Animation and, take you guys along with me and just maybe see if I like the resort better than I have in the past when I, have stayed there. It's been a while. So maybe I'll love my experience more, who knows? But I do love the Skyliner. It is the best. And I hope they do it more for more hotels. Like I would just love if they had this like network of Skyliners across like everywhere in Disney World. I just think that would be amazing. The buses they're fine, but they're just so much more peaceful to take the Skyliner. So my opinion, I don't know. Let me know what you think. Do you agree? Although I guess I have heard of people that are like afraid of heights and then they're afraid of the Skyliner, which is unfortunate if that is the case. But anyway, so that's just sort of a quick trip announcement. Sorry if this video was a bit chaotic as I'm furiously trying to get myself together. But, I think it turned out okay for chatting and multitasking while I did my makeup. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Please comment down below. Would love to hear from you, and subscribe to my channel if you are not yet subscribed. I'd love for you to stick around for all of the fun Disney adventure vlogs that are coming up really, really soon. I look forward to seeing you in my next one. Bye guys.